Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. I am Ha. I am Hum. I am Mat. And so it is. Okay, we have the 45D60 read and the twin flame read. I'm going to roll the die first. So let's see what's going on for the twin flames. Okay, we have Mercury. Okay. And we have Virgo. And Mercury and Virgo go together. And the number 12, which is the Hangman, which is Pisces usually, but for me it's more Capricorn. And 12 is also December, and the number 3. So we have Mercury retrograde right now. I believe it's still retrograde. I don't know what the window is. But that's a lot of communication. And Virgo is all about the details, obviously, but all about, it's like looking at the details really closely, what other people may have missed, to tweak things. And remember that Virgo to Libra is the center of the astrological cycle. It is that perfection in balance that we all strive for that comes together right there. So that's the energy that's coming up for me right now. I'm going to show you a picture of the reads. This is the 45D60 read, the union read. 45D60, the incoming divine feminine, the outgoing divine masculine. The left is the feminine, right's the masculine. The bridge is the bridge between them is the center. The underlying energies, the closing energies over here. And then we have the twin flame read, the basic read, the Syrian starseed deck for both reads. And then the completed read here with 7 decks. It's a lot of energy. So if something doesn't resonate with you, don't force it to fit. It's a general read for the twin flames. And if you want something more specific, you can check out my information below or on my website, twinflames3344.com. And I have a CD out there as well called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames by Evelyn Stainthorpe, if you want to check that out. And in the meantime, thank you all for being here and joining me. I so appreciate you guys. Let's get right into the union read. So this was done at 12:30 to 31 yesterday. 12 is the Hangman again. 30 is the 4 of Wands to the 31 of the 5 of Wands. The expansion and contraction. The 5 of Wands, again, it's all in perspective. It can be conflict and battle, but it also can be the pursuit of happiness and games, and perhaps performing as well. We have the King of Cups in the underlying energy, 9 of Cups in the center, which is the Get Your Wish card. Then 7 of Wands at the end of the read. So the King of Cups reflection of eyes and unconditional love, getting their wish with 6 rays of light, enabling to rise above the drama and tango with flame in hand. At 12:37, which is the Hangman and the 37 of the King of Cups, The incoming Divine Feminine has the Sun, Chariot, and the Seven of Pentacles, which in this deck for me is the Divine Feminine's heart in the E-Tower. So solar charge delivered to Divine Feminine's heart at the E-Tower with visitors while the Divine Masculine's outside planning their next move. Seasons in the Sun, and by the way, that keeps running like in a background in my mind. The King of Cups, love, seasons in the Sun, traveling, reaping rewards of the heart. The 4D here is the Six of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and the Page of Swords. The Divine Feminine balancing, sharing, or is asked for a handout, or balancing books or budgets, or for retirement. The Divine Masculine with word, pure child reaching the summit, out of the tunnel into the night, bridging with energetic exchange, the steering committee, 0 point field, a playing field for the kids to exchange energy and release, color their world with arrows of love. The 5D here is the Queen of Swords, Nine of Cups, and the King of Pentacles, rather. The Queen of Swords with hand on the trigger, the mosaic of her life, the integrity she speaks, the Divine Masculine King of Pentacles, and Akashic Records, energizing the crystal skull without a jaw to speak. Opening crown to the light, bridging with service for 9, tie and lots of light shining in, underground, mausoleum or mazel, or an award ceremony. 6D here is the Seven of Swords, the Three of Wands, and Justice. The Divine Feminine passing downloads, receiving and giving while to watch. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's something for dinner. The Divine Masculine, Divine Justice with blinders on, for no distractions, feeling their way through the portal to the outer realms of truth and balance. Bridging with present moment, the third flame, and gifting of an activation here. And again here, truth and balance was coming up, which was connecting with the Virgo to Libra connection right there. The fall equinox, actually. The Divine Feminine sharing her truth through messages. The Divine Masculine spreading the word at a crowning moment of truth and balance. The bridge being lots of back and forth, friction for wish and self-satisfaction at present. The outgoing Divine Masculine here is the Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and the Hangman. Sovereign or independent child finding the bridge with lots of back and forth and friction for wish and self-satisfaction at present, a gift between selves. The outgoing Divine Masculine, the sovereign or independent child, finding the Divine Masculine left for dead, hung out to dry, trying to find the wisdom in suffering and silence, or in a sister, or in assistance, which I was just getting. Rising above drama, attacks, and the Phoenix Rising, and Bernie Mac, and Miss Mary. Wanting to see Republicans get off the fence at funeral service or their funeral. They jumped so high they reached the sky. They didn't get back until the 4th of July to celebrate at 12:58, which is the Hangman and the Four of Swords. And then at 12:58, the Divine Feminine had Leo and Cancer on their side with the King of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Divine Masculine had Libra, Capricorn, or Pisces on their side with Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, and the Sovereign energy. The energy between them was expanding the present moment, happy and energized. The number for the read was 66 of the Queen of Pentacles, and she was very significant here, back to back, whether it's reflecting herself or with another earth sign. It is upright in this read. The horizontal pillars came out to 17, 9, and 40, which is the Star, the Hermit, and the Page of Cups. And the vertical pillars came out to 7, 13, 20, 9, 10, and 7, which is the Chariot, Death card, Judgment, Hermit, the Wheel, and then the Chariot again on both sides. So the Star, Hermit with a message of love, or the Queen of Pentacles, or Route 66. Moving, traveling due to death, or the Judge, the Hermit destined to ascend with the Queen of Pentacles. This also can be, or Aquarius and Virgo sent a loving message or child to the Queen of Pentacles here. So then I did the Syrian Starseed deck cut and deal for the Twin Flame read. That was at 111. 1 is the Magician, 11 is Justice, Truth and Balance. For today, which is June 17th, 2021. So the day of the 17, which is the Star. And then the 28, which is the Twin Flames. The stars that you are. So we have a choice of path and the Star, which is healing and reflecting your light, shining your light, having your dreams come true. At 119, which is the Magician and the Sun, E of Flames came up, as well as Ames, A-M-E-S, which is also a pole or a fork for spreading nets, which was funny because I was talking with my neighbor yesterday, talking about the fork you use to get under the plants. Also to grasp a handle and to channel a trough, a tank, a cistern, a vat, a basin, a bath, or a pool, singing, moaning, rancid, rude, cherish, order, small pit, and to command, to like and to love or have great affection for. But this also can be bitter and sour, so it's like both ends of the spectrum here. Aims. So expanding of flames and aims. We finished the read here at 132, which is the Magician and the 32 of the Journey, the Six of Wands. And the major arcana here was the Hanging Man, Abundance, which is the Empress, Guidance, which is the Hierophant, and then Tower. Before the read, Indigo came up, which is like the Magician. We had 2 Wands, 3 Cups, 1 Pentacle, and 1 Sword. And the Queen of Pentacles was the only court card in the main part of the read. We had the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups before the read, which are very young energies or messages. And then we also had the 9 of Wands or the Wounded Warrior in the read. And the Page of Pentacles came up after the read. So a lot of young energy along with the Queen of Pentacles. We had, as far as the numbers in the read, triple sevens, very significant, and double 3s, 5s, and 8s. So 7 is the calm before the storm. And it is that number that doesn't fit in, right? It's the spiritual connection to the other side. The calm before the storm, the 0 point connection. We have the 33 of the Christ vibration and the 7 of Wands, the 55 of the Truth, the Excalibur, and the Ace of Swords. The 88 of the Twin Flames dancing side by side between their own masculine and feminine. And then we also had 789, which is the 5D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is the 3D, 45D. The 5D, 7, 8, 9, just in time as we end the cycle. And we also had 35, which is the Wounded Warrior, the 9 of Wands. 57, the 3 of Swords. 23, 1, 2, 3, jump. But also 23, the King of Wands. And 78 of the 10 of Pentacles. And then 89, which for me is the energy of Phi, expanding and contracting, the reflecting energy. And also the reflection of the human body temperature when it's calm and normal. The code line here was all about karmic completion, which is split up into the K of karmic and armic and calm and pletion. And the number on the code line would be only the number 5, which again is that expanding and contracting. Really, it's more of the expanding with the 5, but it's freedom, expansion, change, the Hierophant, commitment to self. And also 5 is the middle of the road, right? It's the middle number of 1 through 9. Regarding karmic completion. And it was interesting in the code line today because 7, it was coming up as 7th and 5th around the Hangman, which would make him 6th, which 6 is the lovers, love, family, community, and the Hangman representing Jesus hanging on the cross. The messages coming across here were if, see, tie, flash of light, and that can be tie like a tie that you wear, or a tie like a bond, or tie like in Thailand. If, see, tie, flash of light, to the nth degree, the Hanging Man expands to the nth degree energy of the village, the center, the basin or platter, like arms, patch a connection to that village or center. So see the tie to your flash of light to the nth degree, your inner connection, and the hangman expanding to the nth degree, that energy to the village center, the basin, the patch connection. The Sophia seeing time out to toggle up, the 7th and the 5th, and these could be different dimensions as well, around the hanging man being the 6th. And that's 5, 6, 7 made in heaven. The energy around the karmic completion here. Armed dispute or bowl or plate connection, which can be somebody getting, throwing a plate or a bowl at somebody else. The energy of communication of UK and or Russia here, whether it's communication or being calm or calming the connection. And then K-calm also came up, which the only things I could find with K-calm, and also K-calm was coming up as calm as in communication or calm, but with a K, so K-O-M instead of C-O-M, which means canoe, boat, come, bowl, water, basin, socket, village, center, the central square, to whom, who, comb, and the horn of an animal. So like the unicorn's horn, the K-calm or the calm. K-calm actually comes up as VK.com, which is a European social network. It looks like Facebook, but in Russian, with YouTube abilities apparently. Round Cube webmail opens to K-calm sign-in, but there's no information about the company, which I assumed was this other company. And then Kirksville College of Osteopathic Medicine came up under that, K-calm. And K-calm Group, which is a UK communication and IT services provider, which was Kingston Communication. So to indent or cut or shave the 7th beat, the flash of light or lightning hanging out in the 5th energy or in the street, which is also the path. Notch number 7 hanging out in the 5th notch energy of armed communication or the stain connection. Sissy, 6, sizing up an inquiry or a verdict. We do not, are not, were not, fog, belt or knitting needle, 6 if you want, located for sister and tase, with threshold of voltage of a transistor, 5th hanging out in the 5G energy of karmic completion. The sissy, so somebody could be being called a sissy or dealing with their sister who they call sissy. Sissy sizing up in an inquiry or verdict, lovers and emperor, level of voltage threshold needed to hang them out to dry, 5T as in a toddler, or expanding 5D or to the left, a dead end, crazy energy in communication in an arguing connection. So again, there's a lot about negative back and forth here in communication. Whether it has to do with communication companies, and we have Mercury retrograde right now, right? So Gemini was coming up big yesterday and Virgo today, which are both the Mercury signs, and the mixed up communications because of Mercury retrograde. So there could be misunderstanding here, but negative energies, and remembering the 6 between the 5 and the 7, because the 5 and the 7 expand, the 6 then calms. It's the love, family, and community. The 5 of expansion, the 7 of going within, and the 6 of love, family, and community, and the lovers, that love is all that there is. And to remember that, you're like the love connection. We have 216 of the High Priestess and the Tower. The sister, estimated time of arrival, 7 pounds to the nth degree. That could be a delivery, or the movie 7 pounds. And Will Smith was just coming up in one of the movies on Netflix yesterday in the advertisements. So Will Smith could be coming up. But the sister's estimated time of arrival was 7 pounds, whether it's a child, the beat of your heart, the movie, to the nth degree, hanging out since 5 pounds to the nth degree, and this could be a premature child as well, in energy of karmic completion. So again, that could be a premature child, but not actually a child, like the birthing of a project or a relationship, whatever it was to you, that was premature and had been hanging out since the premature birth until it came to fruition in the energy of karmic completion. Crunchy noodles also come up here. 7th, also indentured servant, and that could be dentures coming up as well, the 7th one. But the 7th indentured servant, or in other words, perhaps not being able to hold an employee, right? This could be like a babysitter who no one can keep because their child acts up so much. The 7th indentured servant, the 7th lightning strike, right? Because lightning's not supposed to strike more than twice, right? Let alone 3 times. 7th lightning strike, or 7th chance, 7th hanging scene, due to the 5th energy, the 5G or the 5D in karmic completion. Expansion of flames, a pole to grasp, handle with nets, to love, sing, moan, and bathe, and channel. As you are, or am, ESSE, the 23 and the 32 of the King of Wands, and the journey. East of Florida, to love, sing, moan, bathe, and channel. And that could be coming up. East of Florida is the Bermuda Triangle, but also the Bahamas and Puerto Rico. All of those energies come up around there. The 3 of Wands is the first card here, upright. All right, so we have the 3 of Wands here with the minis on top, 5 down, and then 5 out at the end here, making it a 21 card read. Below the 3 of Wands is the Page of Wands upright, the 7 of Cups reversed, the 2 of Cups upright, the Knight of Cups and Indigo both reversed, with the Page of Wands inspired to deep emotional attachments or dump emotional attachments and connect one-to-one, but jealous and insecure at present, or of a gift. Moving to peace or peaceful travels, Atlas, the weight and the world, Gemini reversed and Virgo reversed, burdened by justice, divorce, or Libra upright, or a mediator. So again, Gemini and Virgo, and Mercury reversed coming up here, the retrograde. No longer confused by the Page of Swords reversed, spying and lying, or rumors, or acting up. This could be a child with a mouth on them as well. At or about home and family, or camp, or family celebration. Atlas burdened with the world upside down, or divine feminine in the 5D, and the Magician reversed, insecure, without tools, or unable to manifest, or just really manipulative here. The Queen of Swords is upright and emotionally fulfilled, with the Knight of Swords message, but losing money or spending to fix, mend, or expand. The slave driver in the cotton fields, while naked trees are barren, fire in the fields, or 2 are fired, and the family is happy as kids play by the water and open fields, while the Knight of Swords rushes in to get blood from a stone. The Sound of Music, or Sasha Stone, Rainbow Bridge, or Left All Alone. Getting word out to be present and accounted for. The Scrooge detoxing imbalance by offering love. To the Magician reversed, unable to manifest. The Blockhead, or Deadhead, breaking chains. And then I was just getting Stevie Nicks there. Or the Capricorn reversed, in debt, offering love instead, to Gemini or Virgo reversed, or manipulative energy, or scam artist. Trust comes up, and beneath that, true love. No longer on the fence, a man with 2 lovers dumps one or both, or rock star repents. Now taming the beast on island under big palms, the King of Swords reversed will have the last word and a happy ending with the Queen of Cups reversed. Or manipulative Gemini is off the fence, knocked off by Leo with big palms, and the King of Swords and Queen of Cups both reversed, with another female watching, forced to drink the water, or have their fangs pulled with gas or without gas, or hold their nose closed so that they have to open their mouth, a female no longer cutting herself at 309, which is the Empress and the Hermit. The King of Swords is reversed, but with a happy ending of 93, reflecting 39, the Knight of Cups. Resting, meditating, or on break, focusing on the heart and soul, the 5D connect, implementing a plan to invest blindly or keep energy clear, or allow what comes in disconnect or distance, with Hermit shedding light on a breakup or lack of affection, or a disconnect between Virgo upright and Gemini reversed here, with Pisces reversed in the background, twin elephant trunks, reflecting high wall and uneven drapings, lonely at the top without twin, no lover, no connection, or a jumper contemplating, without lover, yet present to the gift of the moment, letting go of insecurity of the Queen of Cups reversed, with happy ending for the King of Swords reversed. The underlying energy here, overall for this read, is drained, without energy, withholding time, money, and effort, jealous, rejected, or not being love at night, or with Cancer. Going forward after this read is the Chariot Warrior and the King of Swords reversed, committed to taming the beast and coming clean, or cleaning up their act or their space. The Suffering in Silence, or perhaps a sister, ending the nightmare without options, offering love or receiving an offer from blind patient or a homeless woman, rising above their circumstance or no sleep, satisfied with themselves, patient angel without, while the Queen of Wands upright is not sharing or in debt at present, hanging out without a new perspective at 325, which is the Empress and the Knight of Wands. The recent past here is the Eight of Cups reversed, being in uncomfortable energies of not walking away, the Page of Pentacles upright and the Queen of Cups reversed, committed or with Taurus or religious leader, with a negative past or falling out in the past, after sudden event, hanging out, breaking patterns, or hung out to dry or kicked out, frustrated, unable to conceive or conceptualize or understand, not amused by negative exchange, delays, or them not telling the truth at work, to partner, burned or overexposed, Taurus upright, Scorpio reversed, and we have Capricorn or Pisces upright and Leo reversed here. The foundation is abundance reversed, or lack, or a mother that is past. The Hermit with light on the past, or those without walking all over them, while the Page of Wands is upright and inspired by Sovereign. Two left behind without option, and the Queen of Wands looking the other way, placing herself above the sovereign or independent child here. The central energy here is the Three of Cups upright, the reunion, the gathering, the celebration of joy, standing up to others while the Queen of Swords speaks to end the suffering in silence and be patient. One step at a time, leading the way, with good news, challenged by the Hanging Man with a right knee block. The King of Wands in uncomfortable energies, not walking away from what's not serving them. The King of Wands, wounded warrior, whether that's him or a second person here, at work, presenting the truth, drained by the Knight of Swords rushing in after grieving a loss, regret, and heartbreak, the storm, a big love at work, not burning the past, but ending the nightmare or sex dungeon with all business relationship not working out, hangry and manipulative, insecure without tools, the Page of Pentacles hurting themselves, regarding a death, an end, dark night, transition to end the battle and conflict, perhaps with an ex. The King of Pentacles upright speaking at a memorial or making others feel guilty for dropping the ball, foolish behavior, or making a fool of him. Now is the Queen of Pentacles upright, rising, floating coin, choked on their words or all choked up, or needing to swallow her pride. Now that the worst is over, with the Page of Cups upright, who may be impatient with the Queen of Pentacles reversed, or maybe she's impatient in a breakup or lack of affection, or the Queen of Pentacles reversed amidst a Gemini and Sagittarius, and the King of Cups upright with the Page of Cups waiting for an answer from them, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed stubborn bull, or on strike, or blocking the Queen of Pentacles. There are two Queen of Pentacles back to back, or a reflection of herself, one with big love at work and proud, and one with vanity issues or dealing with mastectomy or loss of passion. Letting go and being strong, and up before dawn or deception between Leo and Cancer. Up before dawn to travel, receiving big love, offer only after jealous rage over the Two of Cups lovers. So it's like someone offering love only because, they wanted to calm this person down who went into a jealous rage. Over a Two of Cups lover's connection with the Queen of Swords and the Man in the Mirror. Receiving love from imbalanced relationship at war, or bodyguard to the Star, overworked and jealous, or not working out due to a message of love from the Page of Cups and coming clean about this loving message, and the Page of Pentacles in a fight to the death, with the King of Pentacles feeling badly and dropping the act. And the birds were chirping like crazy right there at 3:54, which is the Empress, and the Page of Swords, the message, which also can be Gemini energy. So soon here is the Five of Cups upright, grieving loss, regret, a presentation at work, or workplace publishes the truth to end the conflict and start over, playing hardball in a breakup and or withholding from ex, or Gemini reversed in a negative exchange with the Knight of Wands, always running to their rescue. Empress reversed and Hermit upright with the Page of Wands upright inspired, or the Hermit's light of inspiration, or Taurus reversed and Virgo upright here, the Knight of Wands rushing to the mother's aid, or has to run, so they got her an aide or nurse to take care of her while the Knight of Wands took off. The the twin flames are seeing themselves as guidance or commitment, marriage, religion, establishment, whatever that commitment is. But there's jealousy or rejection here and a twist of fate, bringing good news and leading the way. Frustrated, dealing in third energy at present. The Queen of Pentacles upright is happy with self and loving family. Taurus upright, Libra reversed, and healing and family issues. Retreat, worth waiting for, and express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Seven of Swords reversed. Kaplunk, after download, taking a break or cleaning. Released by the Divine Feminine, the 5D, or Pisces reversed coming together with Fool, who's free now to leap. Pisces reversed and Aries upright, and the block for the twins being the Tower reversed in the aftermath of the Empress reversed with High Priestess or aide or nurse or sister perhaps, and the Knight of Wands taking off to deal with their ex. The Wounded Warrior unaware of the Emperor's presence, or blind leading the blind. The Postman came, but missing their flame, tossed in the fountain, but never went out. Without a leg to stand on, or stardom, the Wounded Warrior with Queen of Swords upright and Page of Swords reversed, battling the ex and the King of Pentacles, shaming them for losing their balance or not reconciling their balance sheet. The Wounded Warrior with new love at 411, which is urgent information, or the Emperor and Justice, truth and balance, as we turn to 412, 12 being the Hangman, uncomfortable walking away and reaping rewards at a death or after dark night or an end. With the Page of Pentacles curious and ready to rise above the drama for release to the Mary Magdalene cave, the Hermit in exile, the King of Pentacles perhaps. Presently in lack or lacking a gift, guidance or cleaning up the act, uncomfortable coming together. The challenge being hanging out with anger inside, or right knee issues and grieving a loss, regret, shame, after a sudden event with the Queen of Pentacles and the Wounded Warrior offering love to the Page of Pentacles to rise from prison and released from anxieties of being alone in exile from the group. The Page of Wands upright coming downstairs to face one-to-one, jealousy and insecurity of third energy, presently uncomfortable in emotional energies of sex, lack of affection, breakup, Empress reversed, coming together with the Queen of Pentacles upright and challenged by hanging out with them together. And an older woman who's in lack and a younger woman who is well balanced here. And guidance, grief counseling, coming clean after sudden event, eruption or epiphany, or kicked out. The Wounded Warrior offering love to the Page of Pentacles, or that's an opportunity or an invitation to rise above and tango with flame, released from prison of exile from the 3D group, or bad influences here at 422, which is the Emperor, and the 22 of the Fool. So there is your read there. And there can be events coming up too. I know I have a shower and a wedding coming up in August and September. And of course, there are school events and things like that, and summer events going on. And let's go ahead with I'm going to start with the spirit animals. Let's see what they have to say. So very much the Hangman and Mercury and Virgo. And we end this read on the King of Pentacles. So he could be a Virgo, the Queen of Pentacles could be a Virgo because they're coming up so much today. That's a possibility. Don't have to be though. It can be any earth sign. Or someone who's very well off and grounded, has a lot of earth in their chart. Okay, so the King of Swords is reversed in the underlying energy significantly, and the King of Pentacles is upright. And that could be two sides of the same person as well. For the twin flames, what is the message or takeaway from this read? We have the eagle again. And again, you see my eagle right here in front of the love. Here's the eagle diving. And you saw him yesterday in my sunshine picture that I took of a bird soaring upward. And now here's the eagle taking the dive. And there's the peacock, who's very pure and wise. And look at them, they're beak to beak. It's like the masculine and the feminine birds. They're both birds, but they're, very different birds, aren't they? The eagle and the peacock seeing each other face to face. And the eagle's bringing the sunshine, the lower chakra energy of orange and yellow, the confidence and the sexuality. And the peacock is bringing the blues and greens and yellows of confidence. She may be wearing her confidence here on her head, or he sees it in her eyes. But there's also blues and greens there of the heart and throat chakra really exuding from her. Okay, so the difference between the masculine and feminine. And I love that they're beak to beak right there, which has to do with communication and the retrograde of Mercury right now. And then here comes the sun, da 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 da. Here comes the sun. So that could be somebody's sun. Here comes the sun. Or somebody's sunshine. It's like couples coming together. And I told you too, when I had my ceremony for my parents' ashes, my daughter came up as this because her hair was like really bright orange, and the antlers were coming up as her orange hair. It was so funny. And I came up as the zebra at that ceremony. This is like me and my daughter. So anyway, the energies of coming together in different ways, and you see the parallel between those two. The parallel between these two. You see again, this is the solar plexus in the eagle's energy, but here it's on the peacock's head. It's the same kind of comparison here, where the zebra has the third eye connection here, but the elk has the connection in their antlers. You see the same? Okay, so they just carry it in a different way. You may not see it, but it's there. They just express it in a different way. You both have the same abilities, but maybe you express them in different ways. It's that kind of comparison there. You match, but not like in the same area of the body, perhaps. And here where the zebra expresses like all of the colors of the rainbow in the third eye, the elk only expresses the orange and yellow or gold in their antlers. It holds the energy for them. It grounds them. And it's also like a grounding, right? The gate holder of the 3D, the gate holder of the 5D, the grounding mechanism, and the ascending mechanism. The same thing with the zebra and the elk. And also maybe hats are coming back for the feminine here. There's one more set that's coming up as an example, and that's these two here of the crow and the stingray. And again, showing you how they hold their light differently. Here the crow stands on their light and holds it. And then here's the stingray with their whole chakra system lit up in order like you would expect it to be. And grounding cord attached as well. It's like the stingray plugs into the world and the crow gets the energy from the world there. It's like plugging into the socket so that the crow can get it too. It's very interesting the way this is coming up. It's like color my world. How we each collect our light and how we each express our light. Some are light holders and some are expressors. Some are generators and some are grounders. Everybody has their part to play. And then the bottom of the deck is the frog. The frog waiting to become the prince. But he should be happy just the way they are. And the fox is beneath them. Oh, look at that. The frog may be insecure because the fox is so handsome, right? But the frog needs to love themselves just as they are because the fox is beneath them, because maybe they did bad things and they're not really a good person. Don't go by looks, is what it's saying. Love yourself just as you are. You're the way you are for a reason. All right, and again, the eagle comes out first, so I'm going to read you the eagle. And the eagle is the final page of the air signs. All-pervading power, truth seeker, and transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons. And also I have to tell you what I was getting as well. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant, and challenges, but when they're out of balance, they're controlling. To bring yourself back into balance, step into the unknown. Stop being in the fear and just jump into the fear, right? Jump into the unknown to get past feeling controlling, because you're only controlling because you're trying to avoid the fear. So what I also wanted to point out here is, remember when I went into my egg experience, one of the relationships was between a prehistoric bird and an elephant, where the prehistoric bird would massage the elephant's head with their talon, which is the only way they could express their love to each other. And you see the eagle coming down to grasp to massage the circle there, or the peacock. Right? This is like the eagle wanting to come down and massage the peacock's head, but the flowers may be in the way. But also then we have the crow massaging the world as the stingray plugs in. And this is how they connect to each other. All right, let's see what the journey of love has for us today. At 10:50 on the clock, which is the Wheel of Fortune, and emotional fulfillment, a turn for the better, and the ultimate emotional fulfillment at 44:00 here on the clock, and 44 being the mastering, grounding, and integrating of love. All right, let's see what the journey of love has to say for us today. And the eagle. All right, and there we go. This came up, was it yesterday? Within nothing, there is everything. The number 2 of the High Priestess. And this is the womb of Gaia. Okay, we have another 2 cards coming up underneath it that want to be seen. But you notice this is actually ground level. This is the grass in a field. And this is the womb of Gaia, where all birth begins. Within nothing, there is everything. The number 2 of the High Priestess, psychic abilities, and connect to the womb. I was just listening to an old Sam the Illusionist video talking about the Lemurians and doing the deep breaths every morning to connect to the earth, and then 10 to connect to the earth, and then 10 more to connect to the earth heartbeat, or Gaia's heartbeat, which is very interesting because the guys who jump into the freezing cold water also say if you take those 10 to 20 deep breaths every morning, you'll never be sick. So I can't imagine it's not wise counsel for everyone to do that, because we don't breathe in deeply enough. We don't oxygenate all of our cells. And so they're trying to get us to do that, to wake up our bodies, to be fully energized and fully oxygenized, okay? So here we have that. And then we have the 5 of acceptance in the fantasy forest here. Acceptance of what could be, like your dream forest, right? Of it, the enchanted forest. Accepting that dreams do come true. There's a proposal here with a witness over here in the enchanted forest of the truth, Excalibur. And the 8 of the yin-yang lover, where the feminine's bending over backwards to stay in the vortex here, right? Because we have the cyclone around and then the vortex in the center. And here's the feminine bending over backwards, doing tricks. But also displaying her hair, right? Showing her humanity, right? That she has this beautiful hair. That's who she is. She's human. And again, there's that energy of showing off your hat or your hair here. A way a feminine shows that she's feminine. You know, that's one way that we show that we're a feminine human. There's very sensual, charming, birthing coming on here, and stretching. Stretch your back, arch back, you know, in a safe way. Don't fall over or hurt yourself. But you want to stretch and release all of the pent-up, stuck energies inside your body. And, you know, we don't usually bend backwards a lot. A lot of times what I'll do is when I walk through my doorways, I'll hold the top frame to stretch my arms back a bit. So stretch your arms up and back, and stretch your arms down and back. Arch your back by laying off the edge of the bed or over a ball. But again, only according to what your doctor says you're allowed to do if you have any issues with your back. And be safe about it. But yeah, just make sure you stretch. And it's not just your back, stretching out all the parts of yourself that never get stretched, because there's stuck energies there. And it feels so good too, you know. You can even just slide out of your bed in the morning over the edge of your bed to stretch out your back a little bit. Ah, that's a funny thing that came out. I meant to say a little bit. So somebody's feeling that energy. I feel like the earth, the womb of Gaia is holding you both. In the womb, you're supposed to be in there 9 months, and we talked about premature labor as well, or premature birth, right? So we always feel like at 7 months we're ready to be born. We can't imagine having to go 2 more months to full term. Like at 7 months, this is plenty big. Why do we have to wait another 2 months to give birth? Well, there is a reason for that. So it's just about having faith and trusting that you just need to cook a little more. And just hang in there. Hang in there and stretch. Do what you can. You know, like a 9-month pregnant woman can't do what a 7 or 5 month pregnant woman can do. But she can do what she can do. She can rest and take care of herself, pamper herself. She can stretch and release energy. So let's see. Oh, by the way, the bottom of the deck is falling, being light as a feather. The 14 of the Temperance card, the angels and the higher love. Keep yourself light as a feather and very simple, black and white. And there's the lovers of the 57 in separation. And again, keeping it very simple, black and white. Look up at the stars together, right? Don't make it complicated. One step at a time in a higher love. In a higher love. Because remember, there's fire and ice between there, the red and the blue. And then the monkey in the middle, right? The monk key in the middle that shifts the polarities. Keep it simple. and light. All right, so let's see what number 2 says for you. Within nothing, there is everything. From a point of stillness, a moment, a complete universe is opening up to you, endlessly expanding. Your every thought and intention sends ripples of consciousness through the universe. What a creative being you are. You're sending consciousness into motion, bringing your creation into being. With every inner desire, with every whispered wish, the universe receives your yearning and aspirations with open arms, returning them to you as manifestation in your life. What is really in your heart? Open your arms, sigh, speak your truth, your heart truth, aloud to the loving universe, and receive it as your destiny manifesting now. This oracle brings you a message. Something that you want is on its way to you. It may seem to be coming out of nowhere, no sign on the horizon to give you hope, yet it is coming to you anyway. It is spiritual law that you cannot be denied the manifestation of your heart's desire. Trust and remain open to the tide of universal love rushing toward you, swelling within you now. The wind moves gently. Through trees, quiet water flows. Life's song calls softly. And then you never know. Okay, so make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, get your nature, your resonance and harmony, peace and love. Take a deep breath. Try those deep breaths every morning to keep yourself in a high vibe and a joyful place, and to oxygenate your body, and just in loving yourself. And rise and be loved, guys. I'll see you soon. Have an amazing day. Bye.